Radical self-love is scary as hell because what you are doing in radical self-love is you are disenfranchising, interrupting, and disrupting all of the mental programming that said it is not okay for you to center yourself. Radical self-love. The first time I heard that term, I was in yoga. This is when I still lived in Los Angeles, California. And I miss it, y'all. I'm no longer in California, but I do miss it. I was in a yoga class. Why is my camera twerking? Okay, Amazon holder, settle yourself. I heard radical self-love from this yoga teacher. And this yoga teacher talked about how the first time she was in yoga, she couldn't really move the way that all of the tenured yogis had been moving. She was new, so she was tight and her body wouldn't move a certain way. She was working out muscles she didn't even know she had, and she decided to be in the front of the class. And at the end of the class, the yoga instructor came up to her and said something like, this isn't verbatim because I can't remember now, it's been a little bit of time, you probably should be in the back of the class because you really don't know all the moves and you're a bit of a distraction being up here in the front. Now, this yoga instructor, beautiful woman, melanated woman, a woman of a body type that holds more energy. She would have called herself a big bone sister. I'll call her beautiful. I love this person. Wherever she is in the world, I hope she's well. But she talked about how that, among other things in her life, was robbing her of her sense of self-love. And you know, it's funny because when we are healing something and we're ready to address any deficits in our life, on the path of moving out of that toxic cycle, it's like we get hit with all of the things from the past at once. So here she is going into yoga, healing her body, her nervous system, moving energy around. And in that very place where she's seeking her healing, someone is accusing her of being a distraction. That's what life is about, unfortunately, when you're healing, when you're growing. Radical self-love is scary as hell because what you are doing in radical self-love is you are disenfranchising, interrupting, and disrupting all of the mental programming that said it is not okay for you to center yourself. You're dismantling, charging up against, knocking on the door of programming that says things like, if you put yourself first, you're selfish. If you look at yourself too long in the mirror, you're vain. If you have too many standards over the age of 25, 35, 62, whatever it is, something wrong with you, you know, whatever the mental programming is. Everybody has their own little computer in their mind with all of the files of the mental programming that's keeping them stuck. And so radical self-love is egregiously uncomfortable and it's scary and it's hell-like because when you look in the mirror and say, I am beautiful, and I just got chills. When you say that, you're going to feel like an imposter. You're going to feel like something's wrong with you. That's that little voice, that program that says, how dare you? We're supposed to be small here on this planet, in this earth. But then that other part of you is like, yes, it's almost like that heart chakra begins to open. You know, the solar plexus begins to open because you are feeding your soul. And when you feed your soul, your intuition opens up, your understanding about who you are activates, you attract healthy things into your life, you become prosperous. But that programming is like, that part of the ego that wants to keep you small and keep you safe, that history of trauma, trying to keep you small and keep you safe, it's back there like, what you doing? And this is the other part too. When other people become aware of your radical self-love actions that you're taking, maybe you are going to yoga, maybe you are dressing in color again, maybe you put on a new wig, maybe you put some lipstick on today, maybe you shaved a different way, maybe you scrub some of them calluses off your hands because you up in the gym all the time. Whatever it is for you, when you start showing your body and your spirit that you love it, you act like you like it, people begin to have something to say. Who he think he is, who she thinks she is, who she thinks she cute, she flipped her hair, whatever. That's the next level of growing and evolving because now you've done the internal stuff, you're working on that. Now it's the external environment that's starting to break away, shift. It's just a sign that's breaking away, that is shifting away and falling away from you, because you are going into a new level into your life, and you're going to start re-attracting the other souls, the other people who get it, who understand. But it's usually that part that people like, I can't do this. Your cousins, your friends, you go to the barbecue talking about you vegan, everybody making fun of you. You go to your friend's house, you don't drink no more. They like, oh, you think you is? You know, the things that you're trying to do to show that you're trying to evolve and grow, the people around you are like, I don't think so, because they're still a part of the tribe that you attracted before you knew yourself. That's the hardest part. But I tell you what, if you can get past that lovingly, tenderly, you can still love on people. You know, even when they're not agreeing with you, not seeing you for who you are, what you're trying to create, you can still love on them. But if you keep going, it's going to be a couple of those people who are going to stay rocking with you. You're going to help wake them up. But in 2 to 3 to 4 to 5 years, you're going to look around you. You're going to be around a whole new group of people, might even live in a different state, different country. Your pockets, your money look good. You're going to be very clear about the people who are lining you up to fail. Your discernment is going to increase. You might even find out that you're a whole psychic. I know it's crazy. I love you. I hope that this helps. Take care. Bye.